Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains episode/cast list discussion. We actually have a lot to go over because earlier today we got the summaries for 76 and 77 along with the cast list for episode 76, and boy oh boy, the show is going in a direction that I don't think any of us saw coming in terms of what the next duel is going to be, but it is a direction that I am very, very excited about, and I think most people are excited about as well. We also got a bit of news regarding Go's brain hack and what happened to Go while he was doing those tests under Soul Technologies' watch, and we will be getting to that as well towards the end of this video. So, again, a lot to cover, including the debut of a brand new character in episode 76. Episode 75 airs tomorrow, or it just aired, depending on what time you're watching this video. But without further ado, let's get into it. If you do not want any spoilers, now is your chance to click off the video. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Huge thank you to DMC for translating. So we are going to start with 76, which all we knew going into this about 76 and 77 was that 76 was titled Awakened Memories. Here is the summary. Aoi, who is starting to have doubts about Soul Technologies' methods, starts searching for Aqua. On the other hand, Blood Shepherd has found out where Aqua is. He goes after Aqua and attacks her, but then Ghost Girl appears before him and blocks his path. Episode 77, Brother and Sister in Conflict. Ghost Girl stands in Blood Shepherd's way, determined to protect Aqua. Enraged by Ghost Girl, Blood Shepherd starts a duel against her. In this duel, the loser will lose their account. Now, I think the most interesting thing about these two summaries and titles is the title for episode 77, Brother and Sister in Conflict, and it seems the entire episode is going to be Ghost Girl versus Blood Shepherd, which I always felt there was a reason that they did not show us how the Blood Shepherd Soulburner duel concluded in terms of Blood Shepherd taking his anger out on Ghost Girl. We never saw how that concluded, and I'd imagine Blood Shepherd was very stern about, okay, this is your last chance, you're never going to get in my way again. If you do, that's going to be it. And clearly Ghost Girl is getting in his way yet again, and that's probably because Ghost Girl, Emma, really wants to know who Blood Shepherd is, really wants to know why Blood Shepherd knows her name. I thought there were three possibilities as to how Blood Shepherd knew who Ghost Girl was. One, he hacked into systems, or he had access to data systems and was able to know what Emma's real life name was based on her account. Why would he want to just specifically target her account to find out her name? Not really sure. So that one was a little off. The second one was that exactly what 77's title implies, that maybe they are brother and sister, which that has to be about them, right? I mean, there's an outside chance that it's about Aoi and Akira, because the very beginning of 76 states that Aoi is doubting Soul Technologies' methods, even though I don't think Akira is fully on board with what Soul Technologies is doing as well, and I don't know if, since Akira is in the office and Blue Girl, Aoi Zaizen, is in Link VRains, how would those two be able to have some sort of conflict? And they've never really had a conflict before. If they've had a conflict, it's been because of Akira, not because of Aoi. So I'd say there's probably like a 2% chance this title refers to the Zaizens. I don't want to say it's 100% definitive Ghost Girl Blood Shepherd, but I'd say it's probably like a 97% chance that this is referring to Ghost Girl and Blood Shepherd, Emma and Dojin, being brother and sister. And the third option, I said maybe how Blood Shepherd knew who Ghost Girl Emma Bessa was maybe they had a relationship back in high school, since they both seem to be older. They both seem to be out of the high school age. In fact, we know Blood Shepherd a couple years ago graduated from high school. But because this is Yu-Gi-Oh!, I didn't really think it was a possibility. We kind of had that with Charlie and Yuma's older sister a little bit, so it wasn't like it was completely out of the realm of possibility, especially because it's more likely when it's not main characters in terms of relationships. But again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Usually steers clear of romance and of relationships, and clearly that's what they're going to do here. So no problem there. Brother and sister, Dojin and Emma, most likely brother and sister. Why Dojin remembers Emma and why he knows about his sister, and Emma seems to not know who Dojin, or at least who Blood Shepherd is. I mean, maybe she knows she has a brother, but it would not surprise me if these two got separated when they were very young, and Dojin supplied for his mother while Emma was with her dad, or maybe was by herself or whatever. like maybe they split kind of like when the Zaizens came together. Aoi got a new brother, Akira got a new sister. Maybe it was like a polar opposite here where their parents split. And again, Dojin went with the mother, Emma went with the father, and Emma was maybe just too young or to suppress the memories that she forgot she even had a brother, depending on when that split may have happened. But Dojin being an older brother and caring about his little sister, even though they weren't really together anymore, which we've seen, older brothers care about little sisters. It's been a theme throughout Yu-Gi-Oh! Joey Wheeler, I think of, even in this show, Akira Zaizen. And so maybe Dojin kept an eye on her from a very far distance. But the fact that he's very upset with her and angry with her right now, maybe that kind of just shows how he's changed over the last year or so since his mother went into that accident, since the AI was responsible for that accident, and now he's not even putting up with his sister. He doesn't even want to support his sister in any way, but maybe he still does, of course, care about her. It's just that his determination to destroy the AI, to get rid of the Ignis, is now he's obsessing over it, very similar to how Go is obsessing over it now. It seems like this, you focus on one goal and it just starts driving you crazy. So I am so excited to see the dialogue and the deposition between Dojin and Emma, Blood Shepherd and Ghost Girl next episode. Man, and if they work together, these are two of the most ruthless characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains. If they work together, where Emma kind of like good cop, bad cop to you, where Emma was the good cop, and then you have freaking Blood Shepherd come in as like the debt collector, like, dude, they would be such a great team. Clearly, though, they're not working together right now. Probably won't be, but I'm still very excited for this upcoming duel. Really, really excited. And the Awakened Memories in 76, a lot of us thought that it might have referred to Aoi being an Ignis holder, which not many of us really wanted to see because it just would have been very tough for the writers to make sense of it all, since we kind of already know Aoi's backstory and the Zaizen's backstory. Very happy that it seems like that won't be the case. And I still think that Aoi can be a very strong second half character here, a very strong girl character, even if she is not a Lost Incident victim. If she holds Aqua and maybe has a rivalry with Spectre because of that, or I shouldn't say rivalry, they already kind of have a rivalry. She gets her rematch against Spectre, who's going for the Ignis. Maybe she gets a duel against the actual Lost Incident victim who Aqua was based off of, and maybe this Lost Incident victim is like Spectre, where she is insane and just wants to destroy the Ignis and doesn't care whatever means has to be done to get to that end result. And then we have Aoi, who Aqua is obviously working with, versing the actual Lost Incident victim girl, and I think that would be a really cool rivalry. So there still are very good ways for them to write Aoi into this story, even if she was not a Lost Incident victim, because she still could have this Ignis and create a bond with this Ignis, even if this Ignis was not the one, even if she was not the one this Ignis was based off of. But let me read you the 76 cast list now. We have, and please leave any of your thoughts on all of this down below. There is a lot to go over. We have Yusaku, Ai, Kusanagi, Revolver / Ryoken, great to see him back, Akira, Aoi, Dojin / Blood Shepherd, Emma / Ghost Girl, Miyu, and Miyu's mother, and Aqua. So there is a new character that will be debuting in next week's episode, Miyu, and considering the fact that her mother is going to be speaking in this episode as well, most likely that could signal a decent bit of importance. Usually whenever a parent has spoken, it means that their kid is very important. Soulburner's parents, Playmaker doesn't have parents, but Dr. Kogami was Revolver's parent, and whenever they get noticed on the cast list, usually it means a thumbs up for relevance. And I'm going to get into Miyu and Miyu's mother in just a quick second. I do want to point out that Revolver speaking in this episode is awesome. It's interesting because Spectre is speaking in 75. We have no Revolver. Then Revolver is speaking in 76. We have no Spectre. So I'm not sure if those two are together right now or if they're just going to be in these next two episodes trading lines of dialogue where Spectre will say something and Revolver will just spectate. And then in 76, Revolver says something and Spectre is just spectating. So that'll be interesting to keep an eye on what the Knights are up to. None of the other lieutenants are speaking in the next two episodes. But getting to Miyu, I've already seen quite a few people say, because Natsumi Fujiwara, who is voicing her, is a girl voice actress, so a lot of people are already saying maybe Miyu is a Lost Incident victim. Maybe she will be the one based on Aqua, and where is she even going to fit into this? Honestly, I think she's going to fit into it somewhere with Emma and Dojin Kenjo. And, well, then again, but Blood Shepherd's mother, I don't think is voiced by Aki Kanata. Aki Kanata, if that name looks familiar, she voices Link Karibo. I believe it's Link Karibo, so that's why that name might look familiar to you, but obviously I don't think there's any connection between Link Karibo and Miyu's mother here. I think Miyu is going to have some kind of tie to Kenjo and to Emma. I'm not really sure, because who would she really be speaking to? Would she be watching this on TV if this is even being broadcasted onto TV, or would she just debut kind of out of nowhere and out of the blue? You know, where would they fit a lost incident victim into this kind of scenario? Is she just going to pop up in Link VRains? I still think she's going to be part of the Emma Kenjo plotline here, and maybe part of the awakened memories, although maybe the memories that are being awakened are her memories, and they're going to show her in like some hospital. She's going to wake up from being in some coma, and maybe she's going to realize, oh wow, I remember everything. I remember my Ignis, or something along those lines. I mean, they can really do whatever they want, but I just want to pause very quickly on the Miyu. We don't even know if Miyu is a girl character. Now, I looked it up, and Miyu is primarily a girl name, but if you can see this picture right here, the very top person, Miyu Irino, is a Japanese voice actor. That is a male. So Miyu not necessarily is a guaranteed, it's not like Maria, like it's not a guaranteed girl name. It can be both, even though it's primarily a girl name. And furthermore, Natsumi Fujiwara, I looked her up, and she has voiced young boys in anime. She has voiced younger girls, and her voice reminds me a lot of Haru, and I believe Haru is being voiced by a girl actress as well. So even though Natsumi is a girl voice actress, and even though Miyu is a primarily girl name, it's not even a guarantee that Miyu is going to be a girl character. So to say that she is maybe the lost incident victim that Aqua is based off of, I think is getting very ahead of ourselves. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's definitely possible. But, you know, I do want to hold with the Miyu is going to be a very important character. We're just going to have to wait until 76 to see. But still, the fact that, I'll go back to it, the fact that her mother is speaking in this episode, definitely a good sign. I know I've talked for a long time. Let me just quickly go over an article that was posted on Yugioh Organization. Spoilers about Go's brain hack. Now, I had suggested that maybe he became part AI. Maybe they inserted artificial intelligence into him. That's the vibe I got when I watched the brain hack animation. That is exactly what happened to Go. Go has sacrificed everything in order to win against Playmaker. By integrating AI directly into himself, he has obtained the ultimate dueling tactics that surpass human understanding. Right, that was another line he said, that he's going to surpass humanity's domain. That was a very artificial intelligence, like Ignis kind of line, which is why I thought when I did the review for 74 that maybe he did become part artificial intelligence. That's exactly what happened. Then at the bottom here we have Soul Technologies has performed experimental human testing on Go by installing an AI into him as he thirsted for victory. As a result of this experimentation, he's changed into a ruthless duelist, appearing before Earth. Not going to give too many thoughts on that, because I'm sure we'll hear about this in tomorrow's episode, and for the people that are watching this after 75 airs, you know, you can just check out my review on 75 where I'll go more in-depth about Go and Playmaker and the duel tomorrow. But yeah, really interesting stuff, guys. I'm going to cut myself off here. I really do want to hear from all of you. Special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons, Alexa Baker, Glen McGookin, Jorge Carrillo, and James Rose, and to my Diamond tier patron, Bouldergeist, and to my Egyptian God tier patrons, Syn Cloud and Odd Eyes Vaughn. Huge thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon. Cannot tell you how much it helps me out financially. And a huge thank you to everyone who just watches my videos, because without you guys, I would not be able to do this. A lot of stuff to talk about. I will talk to you in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.